Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom. Before we get started, I do want to ask a quick favor. After you guys watch some of this tutorial, if you could take a second and let me know down below if I should stay with a white background or go back to my original wood one. Not sure what I want to do. So your opinion means a lot. If you could just do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. So today we're going to be making this Wizard's Web bracelet, which is a very beginner-friendly, cute, easy design created by OMG_looms on Instagram. She does also have her own YouTube channel. I'm going to be linking that to this video. And she goes by fan-omg_looms over there. I do also want to thank Jasper Jacks for choosing the name of this design and also credit Looming Panda because OMG was inspired by Looming Panda's base for one of her designs. So with those credits being said, we are making a full-length bracelet which takes 180 bands. That includes 50 of the white, 42 of the cat bands, 44 of the pink, and 44 of the teal. You're going to want to grab one C-clip and your hook, and I'll show you the loom setup. So to get started, you do need to have at least one loom in a normal staggered setup. Just keep in mind, if you only use the one loom, you will have to make an extension at the end. I'm connecting two together, so one in front of the other, and that's just to avoid an extension. I will tell you how far down to go, regardless of which version you're using today. But we're going to start by grabbing this neon yellowy color here. And I'm going to lay one loose one on the center before we actually start laying it. That's for closing it later. And now we're going to go diagonal to the left and the right. From there, we're going to go down both sides laying the borders. We're going to go all the way down. I go down to the 22nd pin for my wrist size. If I go all the way to the end, it's too big. And then I bring it into the center. If you are using just one loom, you're going to lay 11 straight ones, and then you're going to bring it into the center. You can lay one side at a time, which is what I usually do, but I'm trying to be a little more efficient, so I'm going to lay both at the same time. Once you get down to the number that you need, we'll bring it into the center, and I'll show you what mine looks like when I get down there. So once you do get down to the end, this is what it will look like. I brought it into the center on each side, closing off the border. Push them down when you're done that. We're going to come back to the beginning. And now we're going to choose the cat band color. On this bracelet here, it's this color. This one you can maybe see a little bit more. It's the green. So I'm going to use blue for that. We're going to start on the second row. And we're going to wrap a regular cat band. So that means you're just wrapping it around 2 times. We're going to do this on every pin except the first one and the last one. You're going to do the same on the left side, starting on the second row. You could switch the cat band colors too, but I just use all one color. So go ahead and get all of these cat bands on, and then I'll show you what mine looks like when I'm done. So once you are caught up and get to the end, don't forget that you're not laying a cat band on those last 2. You will want to go through and push all of these cat bands down to give us a little more room. Come back to the beginning. Now we're going to start laying the left side of the bracelet, which are these pink ones. I'm going to use that same color today. So we're just going to come to this corner pin here, and we're going to lay it going diagonal to the middle, and then we'll go back outwards. And we'll go back in towards the middle, and then outwards. And we're just going to zigzag all the way down with this color. This is a very quick, easy bracelet. I like to switch it up, though. It doesn't always have to be, you know, a hard, intricate one. Some of my favorite bracelets are easier ones, actually. So we're just going to zigzag this all the way. So I got down to the end of mine. Looks like that. I pushed mine down already. Now we need to come back to the beginning, and we need to do the same exact thing for the right side. And I used purple for that on this one. I'm going to use a lighter purple today. We're going to do the identical thing that we did on the left. So starting on this corner pin, go diagonally in and out. We're just going to alternate going in and out. So go ahead and get your zigzags on the right side finished, and then we're done laying the bands. We'll be able to get our looping started. So I'll meet you guys back here. Okay, once you are caught up, this is what it looks like. Now we're going to turn it around so that the openings are facing us. We're going to grab one more of the first color we grabbed, my neon yellow. Looks like regular yellow on screen, but we're going to place a cap band on the front center pin. And we are ready to start the looping. So to start the looping, we're going to go into the cap band that we just laid and loop these bands back to themselves. So the first to the left and the second to the right. Now we're going to loop the zigzag of the left side all the way up. So when you go into this pin right here, you're just grabbing the top band and bringing it to the middle. Go into the middle one of the loop you just created and grab the band that's there, the top one, and loop that out. Go in here and grab the top one next. Ignore the cap band, loop it to the middle. We're just going to loop this zigzag all the way up. It's very straightforward. Just make sure your bands are pushed down because then you'll end up grabbing the cap band by accident. This is a very fast design. So go ahead and get your left side zigzag looped up and I'll meet you guys back here. So I know I'll be ahead of you, just hit the pause button, but I'm just showing you where my last one connected. My zigzag is all done on the left, and now we just have to do the same thing on the right side. Push these down some though so you have more room to connect the pink onto. But we're going to come over to the corner right pin now, grab the first band that's in there, and loop that to the middle. I'm going to turn my loom because the shadow. Then you're going to go into that pin and grab the very bottom band and loop it out. And you're doing the same thing, there's just more bands here now. You're just going to loop it in and out like we did on the left. The train always wants to come by when I'm filming. Why? Why is that? Half the time when I'm editing, you guys don't even hear it. Like I hear it and I'm like, oh, there's a train, but you can't hear it. I don't know, this one's, it's getting closer. It's going to get loud. You'll probably hear it. Anyway, we're going to get this looped up until we get to the top, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so I got the right side done now. Once you guys are caught up with me, I'm sure you're still looping, but I'm going to come back down to the beginning, and we're going to now flip over all of the cap bands that are on these pins. It's very simple. It doesn't matter which side you do first. Just come under the pin, grab your cap band, and flip it over, and it sits inside the pin like that. Come up to the next one, reach under your bands, grab your cap band, and flip it over. That's all we need to do for this part. Get them all flipped like that. Get all of your cap bands flipped over like that, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be ahead of you guys, but once you are done flipping all those cap bands over, push everything down. You're going to want a little bit of room so we can loop these borders up. So we're going to be actually looping them from one side, going around the middle and connecting it to the other side. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to start here on the left, push the top bands out of the way, grab the bottom band, go around the center pin here and connect it to the right. Then you're going to come over here to the right side and grab the band, go around the middle pin and connect it to the left side. So we're looping it like an X, basically crossing sides. So then we're going to come to this pin and grab the very bottom band, swing around the back of the middle and connect it to the right. Back up one, grab this band here, go around the middle and connect it to the left. We're going to just keep going back and forth like that. So this is what it's looking like. So go ahead and continue getting it looped up just like that, and I'll come back when I reach the very top. When you guys do get to the top, we're just going to bring both the left side, the bottom band, into the center, and the right side as well. So our last bands we have to loop. Then we're going to grab that loose band that we laid there at the beginning, reach inside the top pin, and we're going to bring both ends together, and that's what you are going to either C-clip or easy-clip. If you just made the one loom version, then you will have to make an extension. But go ahead and get this C-clipped, and then we can pull it off of the loom. Okay, so I got mine off of the loom. I like to give it a stretch in case anything got pulled out of place. This one came out really pretty. I really like that. I wish it would lay better on the back side, but it wants to naturally curl on that side. So you're just going to locate that cap band down here, which is usually kind of tucked in, and C-clip it together. Like so. But that is how you create the Wizard's Web bracelet, which was created by OMG_looms. Don't forget to tag her and myself over on Instagram if you have the ability. But that will be it for today, you guys. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.